Hello and welcome to the Physical Education Department here at Monmouth Comprehensive School. My name's Miss Biddle and I'm the Head of Physical Education, and this presentation is just going to take you through the BTEC National in Sport that we offer at the sixth form. So firstly, I'm just going to talk you through the typical entry profile and the skills and attributes students will develop through taking this course. So in order to study the BTEC National in Sport, students would need to have either a GCSE PE or level 2 equivalent in sport, or students who just have a genuine interest within the field of sport. Students will develop a number of skills and attributes through taking the course, and this includes developing their subject knowledge, their leadership, communication and questioning skills, as well as their ability to research, analyse and evaluate through the completion of internal units and assignments. They'll develop their teamwork skills alongside their ability to study independently. And through all of this, they will develop their organisation and time management skills, as well as their resilience and determination in order to complete different assignments and tasks that have been set. So this is what students will study over the BTEC National in Sport. So the course lasts over 2 years and students can decide whether to study the extended certificate, which is the equivalent to 1A level, or whether they would like to study the diploma, which is the equivalent to 2A levels. If students would like to select the extended certificate, they only need to select that within the column. However, if students want to study the diploma in sport, they would need to select the extended certificate and diploma columns in the option form. Okay, so on to the specific units. Now, over the course of the 2 years, students will study a range of different units, some which will be internally assessed and some which will be externally assessed. So you will see if students pick the extended certificate, which is the equivalent to 1A level, they will study the units that are on the screen. And you'll see that Unit 1 and Unit 2 are both externally assessed units. So that means that they will complete different exams or scenario-based tasks in order to achieve their grades within those two specific units. Unit 3 and Unit 7 then are units that are assessed internally, and this is done through a number of different assignments that are set throughout the academic year. You'll also see the breakdown of internally and externally assessed units at the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you'll see that the external assessments equate to 67% of the overall qualification, with the internal assessments equating to 33%. So on to the diploma. So this is the course that is the equivalent to 2A levels. And as well as studying the units in the extended diploma, there is a number of units on the screen from Unit 22 downwards, which are the additional ones that the diploma students would study. Again, you can see the ones that are starred, so Unit 1, Unit 2 and Unit 22 now, which are the external units. And you will see that that equates to 45% of the overall qualification, with the remaining units on the screen all adding up and equating to 55% that would be completed through internal assessment. Just a quick note then in terms of how students will be assessed in different units. There will be a number of controlled assessments through all of the units that are internally assessed, and this will have a variation of titles in order for these assignments to be completed. Students will be given the opportunity to write up findings of their own research, to use case studies to explore complex or unfamiliar situations. They can carry out projects for which they have choice over the direction and outcomes, and they'll have the ability to demonstrate an element of their practical and technical skills, followed by some form of write-up of these. With the externally assessed units, these are the units that would be sat under examination conditions and that would then be sent to the exam board for them to mark externally. Within these externally assessed units, there are two styles of assessment that students will undertake. The first is examinations. So similar to A levels, they will sit a formal examination. And we also then have a series of units that are actually conducted through set tasks. So learners will take the assessment during a defined window, and demonstrate their understanding through a number of vocational tasks that are set. So these are more our scenario-based assessments, which allow students to be able to apply their knowledge to typical scenarios that the exam board would set. And finally, in terms of where these qualifications can lead students, we've had a number of students within our BTEC national qualifications go on to achieve equivalent UCAS points to apply for any sport or physical education course at university. So the BTEC qualification does hold the equivalent UCAS points that an A-level would as well. So they're not at any disadvantage through taking a BTEC qualification, because it will equate to the same amount of UCAS points if university was something they were considering as their next pathway after sixth form. It also lends itself really nicely to careers within the leisure industry and apprenticeships within the field of sport and personal training qualifications. So there are a range of things that students can go on and achieve through undertaking this course. I hope that's given you a better indication as to what's involved in the qualification. And if you have any further questions, please ensure you ask any of the PE team. Thank you.